Hi everybody, Martyn at Flicking Feathers again today, and I'm tying a dirty yellow Mayfly. It's a good pattern and it works, you know, I mean it works fine as a bumble even knowing Mayfly time, even when the tail comes off and all that. Good wee fly. As always, I'll put a materials list in the description along with a link to the Patreon page for anyone that wants to support the channel, get access to the members only content and be eligible for the giveaways. You can also subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified when the new videos come. Well, that's very appreciated. So I've got my hook and my vise. It's a size 10 Kamasan B175 and I'm running on some Uni 8 in olive. I'm coming back and then I'm just going to tie on first. I've got 4 strands of Glo-brite number 5. Just catch them on, 2 turns is enough, and then my thread's hanging at the barb and I'm just going to cut them to the back of the hook, just a wee tag, and then I'm going to get some golden pheasant dyed picric. It gives you this nice sort of yellowy olivey colour. Sorry, hen pheasant dyed picric. I don't know, there'll be half a dozen strands here. Length, just over the length of the hook at the back. A single turn. I'm going back the way here. Just catch that. Rib is a small oval gold. Catch that waist piece, just the same length of the body thereabouts. Trim away and then tidy everything up. Wee bit of wax in the thread gives you plenty of grip, makes for a nice strong fly. You know that, I mean you don't need to wax it, but it takes that 1 second and you do end up, your fly will last longer, you know, like the wax protects the thread, protects the materials. The body is golden olive silver, just the vineyard's golden olive colour. Just get that dubbed on. You can tighten it as you go if you need to. Come to the front. And you can see I've left quite a bit of space. I'm going to be tying in, well, my hackle and my rib for the body, 2 head hackles and a wee bit of flashes cheeks, so I need plenty of space. I've got nearly 4mm there, I would say. 2 eye lengths, something like that if you like the eye length measurement. So the body hackle is this. It's a red game saddle dyed picric. Right, if you don't have that, you could like a golden olive would probably do, like or a West Island golden olive maybe. Well, that'd be a bit oranger. But this actually, because it's dyed with the picric, you get this nice kind of yellow olive, bordering on a golden olive I would say, but it's fluorescent. So if you can get one of these, get somebody to dye you one. It's worth getting. It's a nice hackle. So I've wound that down, 2 turns at the front, 4 on the body, and then I'm coming up with my rib nice and tight. When I get to the front, just draw everything back. Full turn the rib in front of the hackle. Catch that off. 2 or 3 turns. Trim away my waist. Come in. Pull some of that silver into the hackle. And you'll be able to see there hopefully that the colour matches quite nicely, it blends in quite well. The that golden olive silver and the bright yellow. And as I was saying, like if I put just to show you, it doesn't really look like it's a fluorescent colour, but when I put the lamp on it, the hen pheasant tail, the Glo-brite, and then the red game dyed picric, it all pops. Obviously the silver isn't fluorescent. I mean, I'm a great believer in fluorescent materials. I'm just going to get an orange hen hackle. Don't want it to be too big. Hold it. Tie this in by the tip. So we jump wax, you need plenty of grip around this stage. Make your thread turns count really. So take 1 turn, fold it back, and 3 turns backwards. Right. You know, rather than 3 down and 3 up, just that 1 turn then fold it. You're still getting 3 turns of thread on both strands and it holds it perfectly well, especially with the wax. I know some folk like to use like nano silks and all that, but I'm not a great fan of them. I'd rather kind of have the ability to make the thread wraps count than just blast on loads and loads of tons of thread. So I'm taking this forward, I'm folding it as I go, and how much is up to you. How much orange do you want in the fly? I like a good bit of the colour, so what's that, probably about 3. I'll come up. I'm not going to fold this, I'm just going to trim it. And just tidy everything up. It's nice. A bit more wax. That will get me to the end. And then I've got a strand of orange crinkle mirror flash. Just folding it over, just a single strand. So I've got 2 ends. I'm going to tie it in so it's coming sort of just to the length of the hackle, So tie them both strands on my side first. I just want them to be separate there. I'll fold it around onto the other side. Just the same, and then get my length, I'll come in, cut them. And I don't know how well you can see that, but it's just a nice wee bit of flash there. I prefer to tie it like this so it kind of moves with the fly rather than having like a lateral line or a bit of flash on these wet flies. I like it to breathe, so that, you know, as you strip the fly, the flash is moving and catching the light. Now, head hackle, the final hackle is just a grey partridge dyed olive, just a wee bit darker than the body colours. Again, I'll be tying this in by the tip. Same as before, I turn, fold it back, just tie right back. That's 4 wraps, and a 5th one there, just bringing me back to the front. Now I'm going to take some of this fluff away. I mean, I'll probably not use all the hackle anyway, but it just gets it out of the way. I'm just going to do the same thing, just stroke it back as you wind. And it's not sitting for me very well, so I'm just going to bring it and hold it for a wee second, let it go, and that sort of puts a shape into it. And then this time, when I wrap it, it should do what I want it to do a bit better. And I will use it all, I think, up to there. Maybe. That's it, that stem's nice and thin, so I'll just fold everything back, build my head, snap that waist away. I'm just stroking it to take the twist out of the hackle. That's nice. Whip finish. Just do one of my threads a bit frayed, so I'll just stick with the single whip finish rather than put that frayed mess into the head there. It doesn't really matter anyway, the second one doesn't make much odds. A bit of varnish, get a couple of coats, make sure you don't touch the feather. You know, you can flood the eye and then clean it, and that's no problem, rather than coming up close and going onto the hackles. So there you go, that's that dirty yellow mayfly, dirty olive maybe, better name, but it works. You know, it's got a kind of look of the Gosling or the Jaffa mayfly about it. Nice wee pattern. So I hope that was useful, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Tight lines guys, bye.